Alright guys, welcome back to another stream. I hit the wrong one there, unfortunately. So we are back live trading for today. Let me get up. I don't know whether maybe I'm going to put the chat on. Copy. Gonna work? Gonna work? Okay, we're on, guys. Right. Do I need my tunes on? Our tunes on. Gold is just moving. Nightmare. Just being a pain in the ass. Beautiful song. Come on. Okay, we're on. Okay, guys, let's go straight into it. Okay, welcome back. Okay, so first thing we do, top-down analysis. We'll do a quick one on gold, and then look at this, guys. These are daily candles. Look at that. It's absolutely disgusting on gold at the moment. Okay, so we've got to be very careful with what we're doing, but we'll do a top-down on gold. We'll do a quick top-down on NAS. I'm liking NAS better at the moment, even though we're all-time highs. And we'll have a quick look at oil, and then go from there. So, gold. What is going on with you? What is going on? So the monthly. Now, the monthly's been bullish. Very bullish. And then we've had 3 doji candles. And then this monthly's pushed up with no bottom wick. Well, there's a little bottom wick, but we haven't had much of a bottom wick. But having these 3 doji candles sort of tells me that we need to come and break a low to keep driving. So I'm expecting this monthly to flip to the downside, to be honest with you. Good morning, Dan. I thought, are you not at work today?
I should be, but I'm not feeling very well. So.
Oh, you've done that just to see me, haven't you? You've done that just to see. This is what people do, guys. They pretend they're sick, right? Well, Dan doesn't pretend he's sick. He actually gets himself sick by licking the toilet seat the night before. So he licks the toilet seat, and then that gets him ill. If he wants a day off, if he wants to trade, so that's what he does. So he's with us today.
Yeah,
you die.
You do what you can. Do what
you can, mate. Did you watch the match last night?
I didn't get to watch it. I was following it on live score.
Well, I tell you what. Let me do the top down, and then we'll talk about. I am for a bit.
Yeah.
All right, okay. Let's do a top down, and then we can rant about it, and I'll tell you everything about it. Okay.
The Discord's a bit funny, so I might have to pop off and jump back on.
Yeah, no worries, mate. No worries. Right, guys. So top down, monthly. So I have been expecting this monthly to flip. So testing the previous wick and then flip to the downside because we haven't got much of a bottom wick. Because if you think about it, if this, let's say this closes bullish, yeah, there's only 4 days left of it. Why didn't these two do it? Why didn't these do it? None of them have broke any lows, so we haven't got much liquidity. The only thing what can make price keep doing this is news, basically. News keeps coming out where gold is getting stronger and stronger. So I have been expecting the flip of the monthly, but the issue we've got now is we've only got 4 days left. So can we flip in the space of 4 days? That's the question. Morning, Paolo. Paul, innit? How are you doing, mate? So, yeah, can we flip to the downside? We could do, but within 4 days, I'm not too sure. Okay, so weekly, what's going on with the weekly then? So for me, the weekly closed back above the range. This is the range I had for the weekly. So I've got a level here, and my next level to the upside is this. Okay, next level to the downside is this. So what range are we in now? Oh shit. So the range we're in now is this range. Therefore, where should we be going on the weekly? Well, we should be coming up to fill the rest of the range of 3439 on the weekly. But the reason why I'm a bit hesitant with that is because I'm still asking myself, why did the previous monthly candles pull back and close doji from these levels? So I'm not sure if this monthly is going to be the one what gets up, especially closing bullish. If we do close bullish, I can really see a fake out back down with the next monthly candle like that, and that's another reason that would grab a lot of liquidity. So if the weekly's in this range, then we do have to act upon what we see. So all we would expect is the weekly to pull back, give us a bottom wick, tap previous support, which is 355, and then flip to the upside to come up to fill the rest of the range at 3440. That's all I'd be after on the weekly. Fairly straightforward. This came into the area, didn't fill the range, so you've still got that what needs to be filled on the weekly. We've had our bottom wick now on the weekly, so could we just be looking at buys up now as prices starts breaking into the next ranges above? Could we start looking for buys up? And here's the thing, we've broke into this range again now. Only one time have we closed and then rejected and not filled the range, and it's here. All the others, the wicks have come straight through. Yeah. So we are clean traffic through, and let's say it doesn't play out and the weekly closes back in like that, then this is brand new. This has never happened, ever. Okay, this is the issue you've got with all-time highs, is when you're getting close to all-time highs, you get less data, so you have less probability. So yeah, weekly should be coming up to 3439. So we are looking at buys at the moment off the weekly. Tuesday today, so we've still got a few days to get up. Now the daily itself, what's the daily got? So this is a daily range here. And what happens when price closes above 3358? That's all we're looking at. Okay, so we had a close here and we pushed up. I'll do this. I used to do this actually. This was close there. Price pushes up to 3405. This one came straight through. We didn't get a nice close, but it did come straight through. This one, you didn't get a break above, but you came straight through. This one only came up to these levels. This one straight through, and this one straight through. So what we do now is, when we do this, is good practice, is where's the earliest place where price rejects from? The earliest place is this one. So then this is going to be either our target or our take partial move to break even. Okay, because we know this is the earliest stage. So if we know the dailies, when you get a daily close above here, which has only happened once by the way, all the others have sort of really drove through to these levels, you do push to these levels at 3431. So that would be my target if I was getting them out on buys today. But this level would have to be your area where you've got to make a decision what's going to happen, whether you're going to go risk free, you're going to take partial, or what. Because look what can happen: come up, tap, reject, and you come all the way back down to 3334, and even if you held it, still come all the way back down to these levels, which stops would be took at that point. So what could we do then? Well, we haven't quite tapped that level yet, but where is this level? We might have to go at the daily time frame. If I put it there, we have tapped it. Let's go down to the... Oh, we are on the daily time frame. We'll have to go down to the lower time frames to see what the crack is. Could we get something like this where we're just messing about? Takes 2 to 3 candles to get up. And if we're going to get... Even if we're going to get that, that's a bit of a pain in the ass, because it means the daily can really mess about all day. That's what happened yesterday. The daily just messed about. Look at that. These are the candles we don't want, because you're just up and down all day, just consolidating. So it doesn't really help. If this daily hadn't had tapped this level, should be fairly straightforward for buys up. Really, I would probably be happy with that bottom wick. We could be looking at buys straight away to 3384, but we've already tapped it. So what does that mean? If I look left, could we just get something like that? And if we're going to get something like that, does that mean this daily today is literally just going to do this all day? And if that's the case, that's a pain in the ass for us. So it's not ideal. So technically this was our advantage point, but it's been tapped, so it's took away the advantage point. So what advantage point have we got now then? Well, we haven't got one really. So price really can still do anything off the daily at the moment. We did close bearish on the previous candle, but it doesn't mean much because this is a prominent support level here. So you've technically had a nest play. This is a nest play. And if you're going to take a nest play, you would be in on this now. For buys, you'd have your stops around about there, and your your stop loss below the low to get activated and to be pushing up. This would be your take partial move to break even, and then this would be your target. So you technically would be in on this now. But I don't like that it's took our take partial move to break even out the way. 6 hour, so what's a 6 hour done? Pull back, look at that lovely tap. So I think we're sort of on this one where we've tapped it. Could see a pull back down, or is this wick this before pushing back up to fill the range, and then we mess about again, we come back down, and then we push through. Really difficult at the moment. And what we could look at is maybe a wing back buy from 3358. We get a wing back buy on 6 hour close bullish. We haven't filled the range at 3384, but you don't fill the range here. So is this, or could this be this bit, but we didn't tap, and then we pull back to this, then we pull back to this. What happens after this? Fill the range, which we've done the fill the range. So do we need to come back down to tap 2358? And if we do, could we take a wing back buy? Stops below the low. If we break that, then this is not this. We're just wrong. Wing back buy to come back up, fill the range. If not, push in these levels, as this is another level. That's something we could look at. Probability wise, it's not the best. It's the issue, because it's only happened once. We're only going off one area. The issue we've got is all the other dailies like closed out, like up here, already filled the range. So that's a bit of the issue. Now I want to have a look to see if we do put this wing back buy on a 3358 and we're wrong, how could we get out? So if we look here, let's say we are going to drive down. We would have been activated here. And the next candle comes straight through. And then you do come into profit eventually. So that means stops would have to be below that. Where is that? The stops. That's too low. I would want stops below this level. I just want to see if this would be this. Let me put stops below there, see what. There. Play out with them. These ones do get activated. Awful area, guys. And I've been saying this for the last few weeks. It's really good trading gold at the moment because it's really difficult. The consolidation, what's going on. That's all we've got. Let's have a look at the lower time frames. The 6 hour looks okay to come down and tap 3358. And the good thing about it, you've had a bullish 6 hour close now as well. But the only thing is, I'm not sure we'll get down with this 6 hour. This took 1, 2, 3, 4 to get down before activating. 4 6 hour candles to get down. So, yeah, we'll keep that up though. Let's have a look. Forward. Activated this level. Still respecting this level. I think I would take that, and the reason why I would take it is because I am expecting the daily to stay bullish. So the overall picture, the weeklies should be coming up to fill the range. The daily we know can take like 3 days to get up even to these levels. So I am expecting the daily to stay bullish. So if the daily does flip to come down to tap this level, you should still flip bullish. And it's just the stops situation. Stops probably need to be lower. I think I would put a swoop entry on. How much would I be willing to risk on this? I want to see if we can find something a bit. 3 hour bullish. Tap this range. Down. Two. One. What did the one do here? There's the one. Yeah, I'm going to take this, guys. I'm going to take the wing back buy. And if... Here's the thing with the get out, it's either... I think it's going to be either stops hit or... We look at a second entry here. Yeah. Stops are gonna be like that for me. Yeah, I'm gonna get in on this, guys. Swing back for this potential second entry. Buys. So if you come down and tap 3360, okay, I'm going to be getting in. And where would the pullback need to be? This is thick. The way I'm looking for me pullbacks is if I'm wrong, price comes through, where can I get out? So you got activated there and it actually pulls back to here before then driving down. So if you put your take partial move to break even there, you would be able to get out, but if you look left, if you move to break even too early, you're going to get tapped at break even. Not the push back up. This might be a case of putting on and leaving on. Because you would need to not get stopped out. You would need price. You'd need above that, so you miss this. This would have been a lot easier if we hadn't tapped 3384. That's the only thing what I'm niggling about. Broke the high, we've got liquidity. See, we've got liquidity from the downside up, and then we've got liquidity from side. So it is an awful day, to be honest with you, but I would take this. We'd have to go risk free, I would think. I look at that. What's going on? What is going on? If this 30 closes like this, right? And I get a pullback, tapping this, I might even take the sellers down. Off the 30. What would that be? But I would need that pullback. Sean. The fair value gap he needs filling. But yeah, at the moment, guys, I'm looking at this wing back buy, 2360. That's what I've got going on. I think once it taps and pulls away, I'll decide when to go risk free. I would look at. But if the 30 closes like this, and I get a pullback tapping this, then I'll be interested in the sells down also. But I've got to have a pullback. I want to rule out this fake out. I'll rule out that fake out. I mean, the one hasn't closed below yet, but if it is gonna, can this one drive? That's the question. Yeah, it could do. Might not get a pullback though. The one. How is the daily going to end up? That's the biggest question. Where's this daily going to go? It can literally go anywhere it wants because the previous daily is bearish. Right, but yes, we are in a clean traffic range up. I'm just not sure about the monthly. I mean, and I know gold, if we look at gold, right? So you've got 3 doji candles. So forget the candle what we're on now. Why didn't this one close bullish? But why the previous 2 didn't? But why didn't this one close bullish if this one's gonna? This hasn't grabbed any liquidity, hasn't broke any lows. So the only thing what tells me all this pump is just news. But gold can do this. So look, you can have it one doji candle, and you might think, okay, price reversing. This way you don't go off a doji. You ignore a doji and go off the previous candle unless you get price action. So you'd ignore this doji and you go off the previous candle, is still bullish, because with gold you just fuck it off. Yeah, see how price is pushed after a doji candle. So unless you get some price action, you just ignore it. But ignoring 3, it's quite difficult to ignore. Why do we keep rejecting from here? Have these not got any liquidity? Do we, so to get liquidity now, we need to either do some fake outs to the downside and then go, or we need to break some lows, and the next low's there, and then there, and then there. But I'm just not sure. So if this monthly is gonna flip, so this is the monthly area here, and I'll put this blue. Right, this is the monthly bottom wick. If this monthly is gonna flip, that means we've got 4 days left. That means we need to get 4 daily candles. 1 bearish candle, sorry. 2, 3, 4. That there would show the monthly flipping. And if we look left, can price do that? Well, I think it can do, because I mean, look at these big dailies. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That would still be a flip. So yeah, I think it can. But price has never dropped that far from this level. It's always came from these levels. Once we've tapped this level, and then we've dropped. Here, it's the closest thing. When I come down to this, so I would take sells as well, but that's off the monthly. But the week, we've got contradiction. Monthly could flip, but the weekly needs to fill the range at 3, 4, 3, 1. So this is where it's difficult. It's where it's been difficult. I mean, look at that daily. If I zoom out, look at that, guys. That is minging. Look at that. Daily candles. Done. So difficult trading at the moment. Is that 30 closed yet? 1 minute for 30 close. If I get a top wick, okay, I need a higher top wick now. Or who do we? What's the 4 looking like? Always got an hour and a half. Two could still flip. The 2's still respecting this level. Oh, closed bullish, then it closed bearish, but it didn't close below. Could this 2 flip? The upside. Awful. Right, if I get a pull back to maybe this level, we might have some sell stops on. Tell you what, actually, right there. It's a 15 layer. Oh, 15's close respecting. 15's like the candle what initiates everything else stopping. Not the 5. The 5's can, so if I show you the 5, you might find the 5's broke out. See how the 5's broke above below this level? It's normally the 15. So if you look at the 15, you get a 15 close first, and that initiates every other time frame, follows suit. That's what tends to happen. I'm not saying it's going to happen here at all. 30, it's broke out. Let's see if I can get a pullback. Right. The 6 broke out to the upside. Still got an hour and a half left. The 6. This 6 could easily flip to the upside. This is why I don't want to take like a wing back sell or something. Because if that 6 is going to flip to the upside and this 30 is pushing up, I need to rule out this fake out back into the area. But I'm trying to find the point of no return. Once we tap here, could we come down, activate us, then still take us up? If not, fantastic. But if we do come up to here, and then we do come down, activate, it's highly likely that we're going to be pushing through. So we really just need to rule out this fake out. I might not even it's 5 still. Okay, so we've done that now. Do we just get a sell stop underneath, or do we want to see how this 15 is going to close? Okay, I'm going to get a sell stop underneath, guys. But if this 15 closes bullish, I'm going to delete it and wait for a 15 close below this zone. Okay. So I'm getting a sell stop underneath. I need this 15 to activate it, ideally. Where will my stops be? My stops would just be the high of the 30. If we break above that, then we're just wrong. Okay, so that's my stops. My take partial move to break even would be this level, breaking the low again. My target, here's the thing, my target's probably, I'll take 90% out the trade at 3,360. I'm expecting a pullback from there. Okay, so I'm getting a sell stop underneath 30. 3377. Oh, I'm not. 77. If we close back in, that's probably telling me that we literally could just be, like I said to you, fucking about all day. Just small daily close. So. So I've got a sell stop here. Let's see if we can get activated on this 15. We need this 15 ideally to be the one what does it? But if the 15 closes bullish, guys, I'll be deleting this, because what you could get is bottom wick, Create a steeper bottom wick for this one, activate, and then flip and tuck up. You've now got liquidity from the downside. If you think about it, 2 drive past these. You've now broke a low. There's still reasons to come down. This is the thing. Because you've got nice big fair value gaps here. So it's all on this 15, which is also the 30. Because if this 15 flips bearish, there's still enough time for the 30 to drive down. But here's the thing. The 1 hour is about to close. The 1 hour's already done a steep bottom wick. That means if we're going to happen in this 30, that means this one would be the one what drives down. Could we get a 1 hour time, 1 hour candle like that? I'm not sure. It might be the next 1 hour. So if it is the next 1 hour, then could we take the 1 hour close? Once this 1 hour closes and we get a pullback, we get a sell stop off the 1, not off the 30. I'm just thinking out loud here, right? This is how I trade. That's interesting. It's interesting. Where would I look for buys? Where would I look for buys? That's good. Broke the laws, we broke out. How would I know if this is now going to be pushed? We actually dropped all the way down. Was that news? That wasn't news. We dropped all the way back down to here before driving up.
Can you share your screen on Discord?
Oh shit, yeah, sorry mate.
It's alright. I've just managed to come back on. I had it on my phone.
We've got a sell stop on.
Under the 30.
Yeah, but I'm not sure we're going to get activated. I'm debating whether to keep it on because the 1, I think if we're going to go, it's the new 1 what's probably going to drive it. So as long as this 30 closes respecting, we probably could just go off the 30. The only thing I'm cautious of is, so let's say the 30 is allowed to close bullish, but as long as it's respecting this level. So if you think about it, if this 30 is going to close bullish but respect this level, that's fine. That would make sense with the new 1 hour closing, and then the new 1 hour opens up, pulls back, and then drives down. Give it more liquidity. So if we're allowed to let this 30 close bullish, the 15, and I'm saying if the 15 close bullish, I'm deleting. And that's only because the new 15 could do this, tap, and then still push up to close bullish on the 30, then still play out. So
yeah,
it could still play out, but why bother getting in drawdown when you could just wait until after that 15? So what I'm saying is, the 15 closes bullish like this, we delete this, but then if the new 15 closes back below here, we could just get in off that 15. Because that then would then confirm the 30 closing respecting the 1 hour closing bearish. So it'd be actually a better entry. So that's what I'm looking at. Oh yeah, we will see. We'll see.
How have you been?
Yeah, good man. Good. I'm going away this weekend. I'm going to the posh place of Blackpool.
Ooh.
Yes.
Lovely.
It's a family caravanning. Family caravanning. There's my mother, my sister, my brother. Family caravanning.
No,
That should be alright. Going to Pleasure Beach and that with the kids, you know. As you do. But this is not happening.
I went to the lakes the other weekend.
Yeah.
Just for the day. But Like,
Yeah, it's the thing with the lakes with me, getting rammed.
oh, it is.
And I used to go to the lakes to get away from people.
Yeah.
And it's just absolutely rammed.
Yeah. I mean, it's tourist destinations. I think they're getting a bit sick now. The locals, and understandably, like some bellends about.
Yeah.
But that was a lovely day out though.
Yeah, well, did you go walking?
It wasn't so nice. Yeah, we just went up to the. We went to Ullswater.
Oh yeah. Penrith, Pooley Bridge.
Yeah. So it was lush. It's been a long time since I've been over that way, like Helvellyn and Scarfell Pike and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I used to climb them when I was younger. So.
Look at the twos. Sorry.
Yeah, it was lush.
Twos flipped. Look at that. That is naughty. Jesus, be careful trading now, guys. Because you've got contradiction all over. The 3's bullish and should come and fill the range. The 4's bearish and can push further down. The 2, I said, didn't I? I said you're still respecting this level on the 2. You haven't closed below. This could flip this 2. But what's happening is flipping. Oh dear. Bloody hell. God, do we take the 30 on the buys? Jesus. See, this is the only thing put me off this. We've already tapped the advantage point. If we hadn't tapped that, and this 2 closed like that, I'd be in. I'd just market execute. Now, nice liquidity grab. Coming back up to fill the rest of the range. Fairly straightforward. But it's going to be all on how this 2 closes really in 16 minutes. Sorry, this 1. This 1 closes bullish. Why is it the 2? Because the 2's bearish. Probably have to wait for the 2. It's awful at the minute. See if we can try and grab a swoop entry of some sort. I mean, look at that. That's not happening at 15. Okay, I'm going to delete this guy. I'm going to delete my sell stop. Oh, I might have to wait. More candles. We'll do a top down on that in a minute. Yeah, so you didn't watch the match last night, Dan?
No, I didn't.
Oh my god, mate. What a game. As a football fan, the entertainment of it was fantastic. I'll tell you now, Liverpool are not winning the league.
Yeah.
They were. I don't know if they played shit or we were just unreal. First half, we were proper up for it. We could have had 3 goals in the first half. We just couldn't put it away. If Isaac was there, he probably would have put them chances away, which sounds awful. But we absolutely.
That's the thing, though, isn't it? It's shit from him.
Yeah, I know.
Really.
I know. We literally made them look like schoolboys.
Yeah.
They were shit. Like we were just on them, smashing them, everything. Tonali was unreal. And then they had 1 shot and it went in.
Yeah.
1 shot on target. Yeah, went in.
See Gordon getting sent off.
Yeah, it was a red light. Was it? I don't know why he didn't it. I get it. He's frustrated with him because we've got to understand, like, they know what's going on, the players. They know that Liverpool fucking proper damaged our pre-season.
Yeah.
Like, they did. Because of that, that's them type of people. That club's like that. And yeah, that's why they're one of the most hated clubs in England. So I get it. But if he stayed on the pitch, mate, we would have won that game.
Yeah.
100% we would have won that game. So then he gets sent off at the end of the first half. And then they come out the second half and they score straight away in 30 seconds. Like, fuck's sake. But you think we're down to 10 men thinking this is going to be a battering now. Honestly, we were the better team in the second half as well. And you think in that second half, we won 2-0. Sorry, 2-1. That second half.
Yeah.
Well, actually, take away their first goal from the second half. Because that was 20 seconds. We'll say that was in the first half. Oh, that was 2-2, wasn't it? 2-2. So 2-2 for 10 men. Like, he fucking made them look absolute. There's too many gaps in there. I don't know whether just because he's got loads of new players. But he spent a fortune.
Yeah.
So they should be winning, really. But I'm not convinced at all. They didn't play good with the first game either, I don't think. So I'm not convinced they're going to win the league. Like, I think there's too many gaps going on. But, mate, we couldn't have done any more. We could not have done any more. But I'm very, very positive for this season. Well, I say I was positive, but now you've got Joe Linton injured, Tenali injured, Share off with a concussion, Gordon's 3 reds. Like, fucking hell, we are a bit fucked there now, like. We are a bit fucked. This is another reason why Isaac can go.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, mate, what a game it was. But Harvey Barnes should have had a man sent off. The push on Harvey Barnes was a foul. He was 1-on-1 with the keeper. So that should have been a foul. Bruno, the scissor kick on Bruno, for me, was a red. That was a reckless tackle. Proper wiped him out. So, yeah. Anthony Gordon, I can't argue with because it was. Blatant red.
Looking at it, definite red. You can see that he like tries to pull out, but still, like first contact's just studs down the back of your calf. It's just like you fucking idiot.
But that picture of the scratch down his calf, it's in the wank bang. It's in the wank bang. It's in the wank. Oh God, lad. Smash it. Ekatike for me wasn't that good. He scored 1 goal. It was a good goal, mind. But I probably could have scored that goal. Side foot laid on a play for him into the corner. But other than that, he was like he had no match with Dan Baird and that. No way. What else was there? Chow, bit nervous when he come on. Made a mistake when the ball came over the top. But there's potential in him. Other than that, I didn't see much of him. Who else? Ramsey looked lively. He was up for it when he come on. Or Sullett scoring. Yeah. He could be mint him. I don't know why he's just not getting there. But I'm glad he got his goal.
Game time and confidence, isn't it?
Yeah.
So the more he plays, the more confident. But I will see.
Yeah. But considering, mate, we had 10 men and no striker, we smashed them.
Yeah.
Like we just.
Well, that's good.
But yeah, it's just frustrating because we had 2 games. We played class in both games. We've had 1 point.
That's the disappointment.
Yeah.
And like I say, if Isaac had been playing, chances are we could have possibly won both games.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he should be ashamed of himself.
Yes, sirree.
You see, regardless of what actually has gone on, you don't behave like that. You honour what you've agreed upon in contract.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you say, right, I'm not happy. It's a big season ahead. But, like, you know now from this point, I'll be looking to leave for next season.
Yeah.
Regardless of how well we're doing.
Yeah, that's what he should be doing now.
Yeah. Well, he should have done that instead of putting out that statement.
I don't know. I think he's just been advised wrong. I think his agents just advised him wrong. He needs sacking.
100%, but you've got to take the responsibility yourself as well.
Yeah.
You're listening to bad judgment and you're behaving in a bad manner. Like, you can't go back on that. You've got to come out and you've got to apologise.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Supposedly, the owners went round his house last night.
Ooh, robbed him.
Yeah. Yeah, no, probably threatened him. Fucking get a grip now or we'll make you disappear. Yeah, supposedly they went round his house last night, so I keep looking on social media to see if there's any updates of what they said.
Paul, I rushed to hospital.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he needs to be told.
Yeah, he does, like.
He really does.
Okay.
Like I say, I think if we'd managed to pull in the likes of Ekatike and Sesko when we'd gone for them, or Pedro or whatever, then he probably would have left. I think they probably would have sold him.
Yeah.
Just to get rid of the negativity.
Yeah, but we shouldn't be selling to the likes of Liverpool.
No, definitely not. I agree with that. So, and he should have been told, and he probably has. Just like at the end of the day, I know that like Liverpool don't see us as a. I mean, they should.
I hate this phrase. Are you going to say they don't see us as a rival?
Yeah.
I hate it. I put
a
post on. I don't know
why people keep saying it, because you are right. Every other team in the league is your rival.
And that's why them fans have still got mid-table mentality. That's why, because they're still mid-table mentality. People who say that another club is not, every club is a rival, whether they're local or not. And look at Man U, right? We need to learn that everyone loves Newcastle. It's the thing. Do you know why they love us? Because we don't win anything. That's why. People love teams who don't win anything. Yeah. So every other team bar Liverpool last night wanted us to win. Proper cheering us on, right? Every other team. But I don't want to be like that. I want to be hated. Because when you're hated, it means you're doing something right. It means you're winning stuff. Man United in their prime, they were hate. Every other team hated them because they were winning everything. But they treat every other team as if it was a local rival. They didn't care who they were playing. Everyone was the same. Everyone was a rival. And that's what we need to have. So for me, Liverpool, I hate Liverpool more than I hate Sunderland. I do. Hate Liverpool. I don't think it's not the players, it's the fans. Man, they're delusional. And they're horrible. And the club itself is cheeky. They're just cheeky people. So for me, they're just cheeky. They've proper disrupted our pre-season, and I hate this. The Premier League at the moment is just so corrupt. Like, what's the point? You've got Aston Villa, Newcastle, and Forest trying to break in, and it's so difficult. I mean, look, I feel so sorry for Villa, Aston Villa. Mate, do you see all this? How many players they've sold? And they've made like 10 million profit, if that. Hardly anything because of PSR. They've had to sell. And they haven't brought anyone. How are they meant to compete with Liverpool, spending 300 million? And yet they've still got more money to spend if they want Isak. Like, how? It just does not make sense to me. I am going on a rant now. You got Chelsea buying everyone.
Yeah, like, it's mental though. Like you say, the transfer window's over $1 billion.
The issue
when that's going on, that's stupid.
Imagine a pond, right? So let's say the top 6. There's certain types of players who play for teams in the top 6. Put all them players in a certain pond on their own. They're only ever going to go to a team who's the top 6 who can pay their wages. And the issue you've got is you've got the top 6 fishing in this pond for these players. But if another team comes in, they can't fish in that pond because they haven't got powerful bait. They haven't got money to pay their wages. But these players want to be in this pond. They don't want to be in the other ponds because they are paid less. So how do they the other teams grab them players. You need them players in order to challenge for the top 6. How do we get in there if we can't? Unfortunately, players go for wages mainly, right? But how do we get in there? The issue we've got now is we've jumped into that pond and we're fishing that pond, but our bait's shit. We're up against power bait of Liverpool, Chelsea, City. How do we attract the players if we can't use power bait? Do you like my analogy there? So, and that's why we've got like that. And they say, well, nobody wants to go to Newcastle. No, we're fishing in a fucking different pond. Like, these players, the majority of them went because of they got more money. Apart from the Sesko didn't get more money. But
I mean,
they all went for more money.
Like, it's still, if Liverpool hadn't have gone in for Ekitike and nobody else did, and his only option was Newcastle, then he probably would have moved.
Yeah, but honestly, you're going to laugh at you.
Project.
I think there's something going on, mate. I think there's something going on with the top 6. So if you think about it in their mind, right, they don't even have to have a meeting and say, like, let's do this. They just automatically do it. They'll just say, the likes of Newcastle and Villa, we can't let them get in the top 6. So any player they're going for, one of us needs to fucking go and get him. One of us, and that's all what's happening. The top 6 are buying up all the best players. When you've got players sat on the bench, like Gakpo, I know he started last night, but he hasn't been starting. He normally goes on the bench. Do you know what I mean? Like City, the subs on City's team is just ridiculous. Like they're just buying up all the players, and the players happy to sit on the bench for the money because that pride in football is just diminished over the generations. They don't play for pride or loyalty anymore. They just play for the money because the career is short, and I get it. But it's just knocks it. See, I'm a football fan over Newcastle. I'm a football fan. I just think the Premier League at the moment, it needs a good review. Yeah, it needs a good review. The money's killing it, mate. The money is killing it. These rich owners, I know we've got one. I don't like it. I don't know what rule you could bring in. You've just got a cap. Everybody has to cap a certain amount of money on transfers. You get 150 mil to spend every team, no matter who you are. 150 mil to spend, and every player's on the same wage. There's a cap on players' wages. That's how I would do it. And I think that would make it fair. That would make it fair. And a lot more exciting. What?
You just said it. So it's been corrupt for years.
Yeah.
So it's all about money. It always has been.
Look at this 15. Look at this 15 here, Dan. If this 15 closes like this, you've had a. Look at the 30. Look how that 30. What does that do for me? That 30 does nothing. Like, what is the one can do anything? The one can close bearish or close bullish because the one's technically still respecting this. But you can't take the buys unless you get the one bullish close. But but it's either going to drive or. Well, it's probably going to drive, but. Just can't take it. Look at that 15 close respecting this level. That is disgusting. If we get a 30 close bearish, which I'm not sure we will, but if we do, and we get a top wick, I might take a sell stop off that 30, because that means the one will close bearish. Oh, the one's closed? No, it won't, so the one's bullish.
Yeah. It's a tough one.
easily drive here. One's flip bullish. What are you gonna do? There is a wing back area here, right? There is a wing back where you can reject from 3382, 81. If there's two closes like this, I'll be interested in buys. At the moment, I'm still, believe it or not, even though the one's closed like this, I'm still interested in the sells. To come down to this. If this 30 can come and tap 3381, I'm going to get in for a sell. Swoop entry. So low risk, 3383 will be my stop. Very tight. The 15's bearish. I did see an area. Where was that? I'll need to find that again. It was this. And it's only happened once. This is the thing. But this is what happens before coming down for these wingbacks. So basically what I'm looking at is we've tapped that level at 3384. And then we pull back a bit, which we've done. And then we come back up, which we're doing. Could we reject from there to then be the big push down? Yeah, I'm gonna look at that. I'm looking at a wingback sell from 3381. It is a risky entry. It will be a swoop entry. So it will be a bit of a lower risk. 3381. Five. 3381. Yeah, so I'm risking. Gonna risk. What am I willing to risk on this? 3381.3. I feel like that's a bit too close. Loads of people being buys now because that's 30. Loads. Okay, put some stops there. 2384. Three. Eight. Qualify. 3, 3, 8, 1, 9, 8, 2, 3. Okay. Oh, we haven't broke out on the 5 again. 15. Is this 15 gonna flip? This is interesting, this. If the 30 closes respecting, right, or bearish, that means the 1 would close bearish. That means, why did we do this? Could be looking at sells. This is a swoop entry, this, guys, right? It's high risk. It's only happened once, but I'm willing to see if we are going to reject from there. Because if it is, if we're right and we are going to do that again, then I could see us dropping all the way actually back down to these wingback areas. So we would be something like this. Because this could just be a pullback here. That's what I'd be looking at. 8 to 1, that is. 8 to 1 would be really nice. But stops are difficult. You could have stops the high if you wanted to. 3387. But because it's only happened once where we pull back here. So I'm looking at this here, right? So look, we've tapped this level first time. We've tapped this level first time. What happens to price next? So price pulls back down to these levels. Price pulls back down to these levels. Then what happens? Price pushes back up, taps this wingback area. Price pushes back up, hopefully taps this wingback area. Okay. Then what does price do? Then it drives all the way down to 3358. Then could we drive down all the way down to 3358, which we've got wingback buys. So yeah, it could happen, but it's only happened once. So you've got to then say, okay, probability wise, it's only happened once. What's the probability? It's quite low, really. And then you've got to say, okay, you've got to weigh everything up. Am I willing to risk some money to see if it is going to play out? Because it's an 8 to 1 ratio. How much am I willing to risk in order to, and then obviously depending on your size of your account or whatever, it's up to you, what you're willing to risk. But yeah, that's where you've got to make the decision. But I'm not sure that this is the drive. I think we need to come back down. I think we need to come to these levels. But I might be wrong, because gold has been a proper bitch lately. I've hardly had any trades on, guys, I'll be honest with you. I mean, look at this 30. It's 15. It's 15. We'll put down. Yeah, so we're just waiting at the moment. 15 closes bullish. That's a good sign. The next 15 could pop up for us.
I'm gonna go make a coffee, Pete.
Yeah, no worries, mate. Are you still watching now, Jeff? Jeff, it's Jeff. Welcome, guys. Drop us a like, subscribe to the channel. Actually, there's no point. I might as well make the announcement now. So if you're watching on recording or live, as from Tuesday next week, I will be live streaming from a new channel. Okay, the new channel is. You know what? I should have put this in the bloody descriptions. I'll drop the new channel link in the description. So, as of from the end of this month, Relentless is going at separate ways. The channel will be getting closed, and I'll be creating my own new channel under a different brand called The Crow's Nest. Okay, which makes sense because my second name's Crow. Yeah, so the new channel will start on Tuesday. I'm going to do things slightly different as well, so it should be quite exciting. I'm going to be running challenges. Going to be running challenges all live on the streams. Online, I'm going to show some live accounts as well because I've built up my over the times I've been profitable. I've started to build up a really nice live trading account, and that was the whole aim really of trading is and using prop firms was get to the point where you've got a live account where you can actually just trade that. They're not under rules then. So I'm going to be trading my live account as well. We're still going to keep everything transparent, so we're going to have the new logbook. New logbook is going to be here. We'll start from Tuesday. I'll reset everything, the stream record, everything. On here, if there's something you want me to do in regards to what would be better and create a bit more transparency, then just let me know, and I can do that. So yeah, the Crow's Nest, that's my logo, that's the channel. If you put it in on YouTube, the Crow's Nest, you should see it on there. But other than that, I'll drop a link in the descriptions tomorrow. Okay, sad times unfortunately, but things like this come to an end, don't they? Come to an end. It's a new chapter. We've learned loads from Relentless. The guys been fantastic. So Vic, Andy, Sarah been fantastic. Been great working with them. And yeah, but unfortunately we're all going to go our separate ways and do new and magical things. So yeah. That's all I gotta say about that. Are we going to pump up with the next 15? But no bottom wick on this 15. This is a risky trade, remember guys. So I'm not even putting in the trade ideas. So do not put it on if you don't like it. Do not put it on. Because you've also got liquidity from the downside as well to drive up. This is the thing you have. But if this plays out, we tap and then we come down, it'd be a fantastic trade. Because if you think about it, right, you've got a lovely support here. If you pop out and then close back below there, what are you looking at anyway? You're going to be looking at sells. That's probably going to confirm, that alone will confirm that yes, we are heading in this direction, and this was just to put us off. This was just to put us off. Okay, so I'll be taking sells here anyway, but I would need a breakout in order to take sells here. Otherwise, the wing back sell. But if we do break the highs and we come up to these levels, you're going to be breaking them highs anyway. So we were just wrong. Unfortunately, that's just how it works with trading. So if we can pop out of here, I'll be over the moon. I'll be over the moon, young man. Still 45 minutes left. The 30 didn't break out, remember, but we closed railroad. But we haven't broke out as of yet. So if this one closes bearish, so if this one does something like that, that means the 30 would be closing back in the range. We could then maybe top wick, sell stop underneath to come down, and then that'd be the one. But I'm still interested in these wing back buys though as well. And because remember the daily, we think the daily is just going to consolidate today. We're expecting the daily just to close bullish as it is. Because if we look left, I think we're going to get something like, I might be wrong, but it's either this area here. So we'd probably end up maybe small bullish, wick either side, or we're not going to end up bearish because we haven't filled the range. Or we could see a bullish close around these levels. But still, yeah, it doesn't mean you've moved much. I would like the daily to flip to the downside. I'm just not sure what's gonna. I mean, it would be lovely if it did. But the weekly. Now, as for buys up, guys, I am interested in buys up, to be fair, but I would need a high time frame closure above some certain levels. Where would that need to be then? It's a 6 hour. If I got a forward close above 3384, I'll look at my buys up. My advantage point would be this, to come and break the high. So if we got a 4 hour bullish close like that, I'd wait for a bottom wick, and then I would look at price to start making its way up, break these highs. There's probably only one reason you're coming up there, and that's to break these highs. So, but I would need a forward close. So there's actually buys above here. Why is that? Like that. So this is now black. Let's go buys above. Closure. Can we get up? Because it's 3. The 2 still got time to flip. And the 1, we didn't break out to the upside on the 1, but we closed bullish. Get a nice top wick. Come on. Come on, gold. What are you doing? Do we have a look at NAS actually? While we're here. Let's have a look at NAS. Very bullish on NAS. This has been a bitch as well. I sort of divorced there. Weekly. Bearish. Hasn't done anything. Daily. Was bearish in the end. So we're in this range. This is the range we're in. If you can get a top wick, if we can get a top wick to tap previous support 2352 on a lower time frame, I'll then look at some ranges here, and as price taps comes down, we could look at taking sells, but I'd need that tapping. I'd need 2352 tapping. You could also, if the daily breaks above here, you could look at taking more buys. But at the moment, we're in a clean traffic range back down to at least here, because we've closed bearish on the daily. But I would need another top wick. I'd need 2352 tapping again. 2, 1. That's what I'd probably do. So if price comes up, taps this, I would then take a 1 hour sell. Sells below on this, but this is only after we've tapped this. And then if I get 1 hour close below that, I would then sell, come down to fill the range. But I'd need this level tap on 2352. That might not happen. Doesn't look like a 10 though. 3 close, respecting. You technically got a nest play on the 3. Four, bullish, hasn't filled the range, come back up yet. Yeah, I'm gonna set a light on it. Oh, set the light on this. I'm gonna put sells below. We've got an alert on this. Once this activates, and then we come back, Wait for the hour. It might not happen today though, this is the thing. Other than that, there's not much I can really do. Yeah, you've sort of filled the range as well on the one. Ins and out. So yeah, that's what I've got on NAS. Let's have a look at oil, because oil's getting there. I'm after a weekly close above 67.76. That's what I'm after. Right, a weekly close. We did have a weekly close back in the area, which we did have buy stops above. Didn't happen. Yeah, once I get a weekly close above here, I'm in for buys or closures on the daily below 57.15, which would be really nice because this is very clean all the way down. But I'm still not convinced that this is the move. Still think we can break out of this wedge. I do. So yeah, we got another alert on this. Okay. We're not great. Got premium. Recommend this premium. I've got premium. No special offer. Sort that out. Put it out. So yeah, if I get closures back above 67.76 on the weekly, then I'm in. Should we have a look what XRP is doing? Ooh, you can really dance. Ooh, you can really dance. Good goal. It's weekly good. I mean, weekly looks like it's gonna absolutely bomb and break all the highs again. Might not actually ship till New York. This is going to be interesting because the fours and the six as well. Okay, so it's going to be very, very interesting how this 4, the 6 closes and the 3. I mean, look at the 2 now. Came up, flipped, pushing bearish. That's what I'm on about. Look at the 1 now. Look. You're naughty, 1. You're naughty. What would this be then? If 30 closes bearish. 30 closes bearish. It's a 4's closing bearish. Still hasn't filled the range, got room to go. That means the 3's closing bearish, but hasn't broke back to the downside. The 2, and on where the 2 closes, this 2 is going to be. If this closes doji, this is really awkward. Because he's still respecting this level if you close doji. So it just means we've done this up, down, and we could easily just do that. So ideally what we need is the 2 to close below this level, below here, and then a nice big steep top wick, bang, gone. Either that or we need the 2 to close bullish and then we fake out. So if this 2, I don't think it's going to close bullish, then the next 2 and that's the move down. That would be perfect. So we sort of need the 2 to close bullish. I think that would be best case scenario. It's the 30. Is this the 30? Half 8? Be sure. Minutes. I don't know whether I'd actually take this 30. I think I would take the 1. If pause 3 minutes. Difficult at the moment, guys. Difficult. 2 minutes. Flip back up. I will be back in a minute. I'm gonna go make another brew. I have got a wingback sell from here, but it is a risky trade. Okay. It is a risky trade, so low risk if you're getting in on it. You got your big. You're looking at 8 to 1 if it plays out. Yeah. So I will be back in a second. We'll make a brew. We'll make a brew. Ooh. Nice. So that's how we closed, eh? Okay, so we've had a 30, the 30's flipped, closed bullish. That means the one hasn't closed yet. This is a pure counter trend trade, this guy's right, this swing back seller. $25 minutes left to the full close. Has it got enough time to tap? Oh, it's the four, it's not right. I want to be going risk free pretty quickly though, guys, right? We look left. This is what we're after, this area. Mark this up. This is what we're looking at. If we push past that, we were just wrong, then we're going to be pushing the highs. And I'll take buys above on the forward. But at the moment, we can get some nice pop up on the 15. Take partial move to break even. Yeah, it's one of them trades where if you didn't know how I trade, you'd look at this and think, what the fuck are you doing? Well, I've done these trades many of times. You got no top wick on that 15, which is nice. I was just hoping this 15 could pop up first and then flip. What time are we on here? What do I have to do today? You're getting really down. One system. Their website. You there, Dan? Are you muted, you know?
Hi, I'm here.
Oh. Were you talking or were you muted?
No, just
right. Just ignore
down
it.
into oblivion.
Just ignore it. What's up with you? Like you got COVID or something?
No, I've got IBS. It's been a bit.
IBS? Irritable bowel syndrome. I think I've got that, you know. I think every dad has.
It's clearly an intolerance to something, just life, I think. But
it's life. No, it's at work. Alright. But does it make you feel proper ill?
Just like it's not so bad. It used to be really bad. Like I got it in my sort of late 20s.
Yeah.
Thought I had food poisoning. And they were just like, no, it's not food poisoning. You know what it is? It's IBS. So pretty sure that's why they just call it IBS, because they don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
And it's been alright for a while now, but I don't know, just the last few weeks it's been up and down.
Well, I hope you get sorted, mate.
I'll be alright. I'll be cush.
I hope you survive, mate. It will survive.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. So I don't know what to do with my sign. I'm actually thinking about keeping it up, believe it or not. The relentless. Oh, you can't see, can you? Because you're on Discord. The relentless sign in the background. Look at this fire. This fire's closing back into the range.
I just keep it up.
Yeah, well, I'm thinking about keeping it because the wording's spot on. You got to stay relentless, don't you?
Well, that's it.
It looks good. Looks good in the office. It suits where it's at.
Part of the trading chapter.
Yeah.
So
either that, or I'm debating on getting a nice neon sign for the crow's nest.
For like the crow's nest.
Yeah. Not decided yet. Not decided. Well, he's the pusher, you guys. Right? Remember, don't take this if you're not willing to lose the money. Right? It is a riskier trade. Okay, I'm willing to lose money on this if it doesn't play out. I'm comfortable with the loss. The money I'm putting on and risking, I've already lost in my head. Okay, so I would recommend having a lower risk if you are taking it, because we can easily pop straight through. There's a chance we could reject from here to come down. Whether we're going to do that, I'm not sure. I have got buys up, but I need a forward close above. Okay, so that's what I'm looking at. So it's 8.5 to 1 ratio, so it's pretty good. If it plays out. I was saying this the other day to someone, the way I trade. It's like no day's the same. Where in trading we're always taught just do the same thing every day. And with your setups. But the way I trade is I do the same thing every day, but that is just adapting to what the market is showing me. And I honestly, I do think that that's the way you need to trade. You've just got to adapt to the markets every day. What are they showing you? Instead of A, B, and C ticked, and then we're in for 2 to 1. I think you've just got to, what is the market showing you? And it's the same with lot sizes. We always say, they always say, risk the same percentage. 1% or whatever each trade, when really look at your trades and look at the risk. Weigh up the risk. What is the risk? What's the probability? If it's really high probability, why not risk 2%? Do you know what I mean? Like this is the probability is quite low, but the risk versus the potential reward, if it does play out, is pretty high. So what are you willing to lose in order to see if that's going to work out? So that's what you've got to say to yourself.
Again, it's preference, isn't it? If you're confident in the trade, just don't over leverage yourself so you're going to blow an account if you're wrong. But I'm risking 1%.
Yeah. So I would normally only risk about $250 on this or $300 on a swoop entry. This is technically classed as is it a swoop entry? No, it's not really a swoop entry, but because it's sort of counter trend, it's I would normally risk about $250 on this, which is like 0.5% on a 50k account.
Yeah.
However, I've got some nice profit this month, so I'm willing to risk 1% on it, which is $500. So that's what I've got on this, $500.
Mine's 100.
Yeah, just show it. 530 basically. But yeah, swoop entries, I'm only looking at $200, sometimes $100. Because it might take you three attempts to get in on a swoop entry. What are you doing? 15's closed bearish. I said we could do this all day, didn't I? The daily could just mess about all day. Because it's already got a steep top wick. And it's already got a bottom wick. And these wicks is all price needs to do. Like, it doesn't have to do anything else today now. So that means we could just literally do this all day. So we are, looks like we are trading in these ranges. 30 minutes, what was it? 30 gonna close? You are really... See, we would need a 1 hour bearish close now. Below you to take sells. Half 10 I'm gonna have to go, guys, unfortunately. I don't wanna.
Don't worry.
I'm selling my, we've got a big 12-foot swimming pool. Yeah, it's like it's one you put up in your garden. Big, massive 12-foot swimming pool.
Yeah.
We had great fun when the kids were younger, but they're older now and they're like, we've got a beach on the doorstep, so it's never ever going to go up, which is a shame. So we put it up for sale and someone's coming to get it. But fantastic pool, man. We had loads of fun. We used to run round in a circle, have a swell pool. Because it comes up to my chest. But then again, I'm only 2 feet tall, aren't I? So it'll probably come to your ankle, Dan.
You are just a midget.
Well, put it this way, I used to kayak in it and practice rolling.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's like a little...
Yeah.
It's only like... It's like a penny whistle.
Yeah.
Or what is it, a kazoo?
A kazoo.
You used to float around in a kazoo.
Yeah. Yeah. Had loads of fun in it.
Well, that's it. You don't need it if you've got the beach, don't you?
I'm trying to empty it. I've got a storage container. I'm trying to empty it out, but it's fucking hard, man. Just selling stuff. It's a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Or people want it for nothing. People want things
That
for
kind of
nothing.
a thing.
They want you to give them money to pick it up.
No.
Come on, Sheba. Get up there. We want nice big pop-up. Nice big pop-up. Activate us, then take us down through the floor. Take us down through the floor. Well, you remember what I said at the start? I don't know if you were on. I don't know whether you heard me, but the 15. When a 15 closes respecting, really take note of it. Because the 15's the first candle what closes respecting before everything else changes.
Yeah.
Look at that 15 respected this level, and then look what I've done. Boom.
Same with that one next to it as well.
Yeah. Interesting.
Very, very interesting.
Interesting. How's work going, Dan?
Aye, not too bad.
Enjoying it?
All the planting and stuff's done, so it's just tidying,
Resting them.
weeds, watering. Alright when people aren't paying dickheads.
Yeah. You get many tickets in the shop?
They're not customers, just people you work with.
I think that's the same. I
mean,
mean,
one of them.
yeah.
Boss has been a bit funny this year, but yeah, just the usual bellend I work with.
Normally, getting them in a little room and grabbing the windpipe seems to work. But supposedly you can't do that.
No, I think sort of HR says that's a no-no. But I just sometimes you can just be a right arsehole, and you just think, can't be bothered. So yeah, other than that, tis fine. Just waiting for them to say like reduce your hours or come back in March.
Yeah.
So
I mean, that's thought about starting like your own car. Oh, you don't drive, do you?
Nah, I need to pull my phone out with that as well.
You do need to drive, like.
So, learn to drive, nail down the trading, reduce my hours permanently until I can retire early. And then sleep the rest of my life, I think.
Yeah. That's it, man. That's it. What is it? This is what the army sort of put me off working for anyone. Because you work with that many mongs and the knobheads in the army, right? Where you come out and you're like, that's why I think a lot of veterans they start their own business, because they're just like, I'm done with working with knobheads. And they're just worried that if they get a job, they're working with more knobheads.
Whereas you're in charge of your own company, you employ the people.
Yeah.
So you'd be like, no knobheads.
Yeah. And then you become the knobhead.
Nice. It's just a vicious cycle.
Yeah.
Mm.
I think just in life, you just want to be stress-free.
Oh, 100%.
Just stress-free. I think that is the meaning of a happy life, being stress-free.
You're not having to fucking deal with all the nonsensical shit.
Yeah.
It's like the more people you see, the more
drama,
like negativity and drama and things like that you see, and yeah,
you're right. Like,
trying to associate yourself with the right type of people. Lift you up, don't bring you down. Mm-hmm. If they bring you down, you're out.
Yeah, and there's no point even having a go. So I just cut people out now, me. Someone lets me down or does me over, I just cut them out of my life. I used to be hot-headed.
Yeah.
And then you just think, do you know what? I believe in karma. Karma will just come round. Huge believe in karma. And do you know what it is? Over the years, things have happened now in the last couple of years where karma has proved that, yes, it's real. Things have happened to certain people. It's just karma. Absolute karma. It's mad how the universe works. If you're genuinely a nice person, good things will happen to you as long as you're not around negative people. This is the trick about it. If you're around negative people and you're genuinely a nice person, now it's going to happen because negativity is like a virus. So if four of your mates are all negative and complain about everything, but you're a positive person naturally and quite a genuine person, a nice person, unfortunately you get the virus off them.
Then you become negative.
And you become nothing good happens for you. It's only when you really, what's the word? Audit your connections.
Yeah.
Do you know what? You just talk poo-tang. I need to get out of here from you. Just talk poo-tang.
Well, that's it. it's thankfully I've got a very small circle of friends now.
Yeah.
So,
I do as well.
Me.
You don't need many friends.
Like you say, nah, definitely not.
I have loads of mates. But friends, I could count on one hand. You know what I mean?
Well, that's it. It's just, like you say, you get to a certain point as well where you just, like you say, you're tired of bullshit. Games, dramas, all of this sort of shit. So you're just like, nope, don't need it.
Yeah.
And you just stop bothering. So this guy at work, I think he's bipolar because he just chops and changes so much, but he's so negative and so nasty in some of the things he says. And I've had a few sort of run-ins with him, like from like day one. So I knew what he was like because my mother used to work there. So she used to talk about him all the time. But I've always said I can make my own mind up about people. I'm not judgmental based on what other people say.
Yeah.
But so I give him his chance, and he's just, like I say, just sometimes won't quit. Trying to tell you that, like, the work he does at this place pays all of our wages and stuff like that. So, like, we need to listen to him as if he's the owner of the company. Things just like, you do nothing else. Like, we do all the work. You might pot plants and things like that and look after the expensive plants, but like, we all work together. There's no team. And I mean, I've even stopped just saying morning to him now. I said morning to him today, and he looked us directly in the face and just said nothing. That was just like, oh, it's one of those days.
Yeah.
So I haven't spoken to him since, and that's been probably about a week. So I don't say anything.
There's no point.
I just walk past him at work and stuff like that. Well, it's that type of like negativity. I'm just like, I can't be bothered with it. So, if that's the way you want to be, then you'll get absolute nothing from us. I'm not going to waste my time with it. So, but it's that type of negativity that just breeds negativity in people. So, like I say, it's those types that you need to cut out your life. Otherwise, they'll just bring you down, and that's when you start to notice that things go wrong for you.
Yeah.
Because you then start making bad judgments and things like that. So
you're right, Dan. Down for Prime Minister. Down for Prime Minister.
Yes.
You do a better job. Fucking put it that way. This Keir Starmer is absolutely delusional, isn't he? Like,
just
what?
The all are. It's just mental.
I've seen Trump. Seen what he brought in. He's brought in. If you burn an American flag, you're getting 1 year in jail. I think that's great. I do. I think it's great. Everything he's done unreal. I do believe that. We need a Trump. I know you're not very keen on him, are you? We need what it is. We need a businessman. We don't need a politician. Politicians, they've proved over the last decades and decades that politicians, it does not work with politicians. You need businessmen in charge with the country, because we live in a society now where it's all about trade. It's all about trade with people. Politicians are more for wartime scenarios. Now it's all about getting deals done, negotiating, and
I just
need a businessman.
I think we need a Guy Fawkes.
Oh yeah, we do actually need a Guy Fawkes. We do. They're all fucking horrible. Look at that Angela. What's her name? Angela Reeves, is it?
Oh yeah.
Fucking hypocrite talking about second homeowners. She's got 3 homes. Like, fucking come on. But on Anglesey, I feel so. I never used to be. I used to always think, why are you angry with like tourists and that here? It's not really the tourism angle. See, what people are really angry with, the locals, is the second homeowners. And I just like, why are you bothered about it? But I know now, because I've lived here a long time, and I've known young lads just starting families, you know, the local lads. And the issue, we've got a second home. You've got full. Honestly, you go to Mulva in the winter, fucking beautiful village, right?
Yeah.
It's like a ghost town in the winter. They don't even, the thing with these second homeowners, the rich, they don't even rent them out. They just have them sat there.
Yeah.
And they're only in 4 months, 4 months of the year, if that.
Yeah.
So you've got all these houses sat empty, right? They don't need to sell them. If somebody does try and buy it off them, they just go, well, I don't need to sell, but yeah, you can have it for 3 times the price, and they're happy to pay it. That's what pushes the value up. But then you've got all these young families just starting a family, can't buy a house around here. You just can't buy a house, and you can't get a house because there is none. But then you've got houses sat empty for 8 months of the year. Like, and that's why people get angry here.
Yeah.
Because the second homeowners, I don't. Yeah, it is. So, yeah. And then she's going on about that, and then she's got fucking 3 homes sat empty. Just honestly, we need. I don't want to say too much on YouTube, but it's so brewing. It's going to overspill. People are going to stop rioting, and do you know what they're going to start doing? Taking action. And that's where the civil war comes from. They just start taking action.
It's inevitable. An uprising, if you push the public too far and break them down so much, there's only one outcome. It's happened hundreds and hundreds of times.
Yeah.
Throughout history. The hours opened, they pushed down.
Look, so the 2's closed bullish, right? The 2's closed bullish. The 1 closed doji, and that does not help us at all. Doesn't help us at all. 30 closed bearish, but for me, did it close back in? I'm not sure it closed back in, so I couldn't hit the sell. 30. If we look left, right? If we look left, and this is the area we're going off, right? And it's looking exactly the same, believe it or not. So you got this little area here, okay, where you created support. So, oh shit. So if we go left, I'm gonna mark that area up for you. We go left. So we've got this area created support, right? There. Okay. Then we broke out. Then we broke out. Go left. Then we broke out with this candle. Yeah. Then we had a bearish 30-minute close, still respecting this, right? So if we go left. Then we've had a 30-minute close. I'm going to put a line on so you can see it better. So we don't know if this supports like that or like that, okay? But let's say if we're going off the other one, let's say it's like that. Then you've had a bearish close, still respecting this level. Yeah. What happens with the new 30? So the new 30 ends up doji. The new 30 ends up doji. So if we get a doji candle,
same trade that I've got.
Good morning, John. So we're there, John. I'm just in my chain of thought. So if the next 30 closes doji, then the next 30 after that, we should start pushing up, break the high, then come down. So this is looking exactly what we're seeing now. It's obviously slightly different with the candles, but it's the same thing. Broke out, close respect.
It's the same trade that I've got.
I don't know. Have you got buys up or sells down?
Sells down. Yeah, sells down at the top of that wick.
Yeah, well, I've got sells down from 3381.
3381. That's basically what I've got. almost.
Oh shit! Let's delete ours,
Not
Dan.
quite that far
Let's
up.
delete ours. It's not going to play out, mate. That's what
Well,
John
I've gone to
normally
break
says.
even now. I haven't taken anything out of the trade.
Oh, you in?
How to take anything out of the trade?
Oh, I'm not in.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
in. I want this getting tapped before the drive down. I've been saying it all morning. We could go from here, but if
I don't
we
know how
do,
to take money out of it.
if we do go from here, I would need the 1 to close below this level, and we'll get in off the 1. But I still feel we're going to be. I think this 30 can flip here. Do you know what? Wait, let's have a look at this. Sorry, the 1. How high does the 30 push? Not that high. Not that high. This 30 could easily flip. I was debating whether to get a buy stop off the 30. I'm just going to wait.
Well, you put me off it now.
Where's your stops at? Where's your stops at?
I mean, to be fair, it doesn't. It's just gone straight down. It doesn't have the top wick, so you are right. It could easily flip.
Yeah. It's a weird one this morning.
Yeah, my entry was at the top of that last candle.
This one.
Yeah.
What made you
I got in right at the top of that.
Oh, you're looking at this area like this.
Yeah.
I'm looking
but
at
to be honest
this.
with you, I don't care that much. I've just got $600 out of that trade. So
oh, nice, man.
Win really.
That's it.
That's only half of what the take profit was anyway. So it's I can't whinge.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, what I'm after is a tap of this area, but the probability is it's like 50-50 whether this can play out. Okay, so I've said you need to risk what you're willing to lose on it because it might not play out. You could easily drive through because you grab liquidity now. You could easily drive through, but if we are right, the risk to reward's fantastic. It's about 8.5 to 1 because if you tap that reject, come back below here, you're going to be taking sells anyway. But you're very, very confident you're going to have to come down to 335, I've actually got wing back buys from there because I think we're going to come back down to tap again before the drive up all the way to 3431. But I don't think that's not going to happen today. I don't think that's going to happen today. I think the dailies need to close today. I mean, look at this 30 now. So if we get a doji candle on this 30, I'm expecting the new 30 to come up like that. That's exactly what could happen because that's what previous data showed us.
Where did you say your win back sell was from?
3381.82. But if you've already took
3381.82.
yeah, 3381.82. Yeah, but if you've already took $600, mate, just leave it.
I know. But if I could take another 1,000, I wouldn't complain. You know what I mean?
True. Well, this is the 8.5 to 1. So if you think about it, right? Let's say you're on a proper challenge. 8.5 to 1. If you risked, you allowed 4% for the day. Well, 5%, but I always say 4, right? So you've got 4%. If you risk 2% on this, yeah, what would that be? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That this one trade, you risk 2% and it played out. I'm not saying it's going to play out, mine, right? Forex and anything can happen. But if you tap this 2%, right? You would only need that to be tapped to pass a full prop account.
Mate, it's weird we're having this conversation, especially and as well, it's weird that I just had a really good trade. And I don't know if you believe me, but last night I had a dream that I was on a session and I literally got in on a trade that was very much like this. It was like a ridiculous trade, like it was like a 6 to 1 or an 8 to 1, and it played out and it passed my phase 1.
Well,
and you and like a couple others were like, "What the fuck? Oh my god, that's amazing!" And I posted it in the all members, and everyone was like, "What the fuck?" oh, well done, da 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 da. Do you know what I mean? It's weird. It's really weird.
Well, maybe
I feel like it might be a sign, Pete. I feel like it could be a sign.
You always dream about me as well, don't you?
Yeah, true.
It's never usually about trading, though.
No. We won't mention the other things that he's told me about.
So it's definitely a sign this time.
Definitely. No, his dreams always play out.
I am like a miracle. Like a living, breathing miracle.
Yeah, because what we've got today, John, on these, right, we've got loads of contradiction on the higher time frames. The monthly can flip to the downside, but the weekly needs to come and fill the range. Well, it doesn't need to, but looks like it's going to come and fill the range, right? But then the daily has already tapped its advantage point. This advantage point got took away from me, right, which was a pain in the ass, so it makes it a bit more difficult. So I'm just looking at price, where price is rejected from here, what's happened next. This daily can literally consolidate all day. So, and this is the range the daily can consolidate in. This, because I think we're going to get a small bullish close on the daily. That's what I think we're going to get today. So it's just a case of, what are these doing? What are these doing? But the sad thing about it, I might have to go. 10:30.
Have you put a sell limit on it?
I'll put a sell limit on it, yeah. I'll just leave it.
What's news like today?
We have got a sell limit on.
Bit of orange news at 1:30 and orange news at 3 o'clock, but elsewise, that's fine.
Yeah.
Although I do vaguely remember conversations saying, don't worry too much about orange news.
Yeah. I don't really go off orange. I'm aware of it. I look at price, but there's a lot of news today. Fun, yeah. But I can't see it's getting activated on this until, well, another hour. Might even be. So this 30 to close, this one. And then the next 30 to close. That didn't activate it, but the next one did. So I reckon around then we could look at it. But I mean, it's on anyway. I'll be leaving it on. I'll have to reassess around news time.
I mean, the thing is, though, the way I'm kind of looking at this is, if this does play out, I'm probably going to pass my challenge.
Is it?
Well, I won't. I don't think I'll pass it, but I'll certainly be massively up.
Well,
and if it doesn't play out, I'm still up anyway because I just won a $600 trade. I'll still be 350 up.
Well, I told you about the guy who I won't say his name. So the guy who's had private sessions with me, I put a trade in. Where was it? I don't know what day it was, but it went for like 500 pips. But I'd actually closed out, but it went for like 500 pips, and he didn't. Was that July? Was it July? I don't remember which one it was. I had about $500. It might have been this. He passed his challenge with one trade with it. Pips after BD 140. I think it was this actually. Yeah, I think it was that. But yeah, and it was a trade similar to this. So if you work it out and you go, okay, well, I'm expecting price to hit this and then come down to this. 8 to 1. Okay, well, if I put 2% risk on, I only need that to pass that challenge. You know what I mean? So, just gotta think wisely. And I was saying this to Dan earlier, like the way I trade is, I do believe it's the default setting way to read charts. And this is why so many people can't trade, because we're all taught to follow A, B, C, and D, and then risk 2 to 1 ratio at a certain percentage every time. where I do believe you've got to adapt to the market. What is it telling you? Well, the probability of this trade's a lot less than what I would normally use, so I'll use a lower risk. Do you know what I mean? What am I willing to risk in order to potentially see if this is the move? What am I willing to lose in order to see it? That's how you should be thinking, really. Do you know what I mean?
I do that's the thing. I do kind of like look at it that way, you know.
Yeah, and like probability-wise, if you're a really high probability, then yeah, you could have your max. I'll risk max 2%, no more than 2%.
Yeah.
But some trades, I mean, I do swoop entries, and I'm only risking $100, which is like 0.1% or something on a 50k account, something like that, just to see if this is. And it might take me 3 tries to get in. Do you know what I mean? So nobody is really teaching the way I teach, especially on YouTube, because I've watched a lot on YouTube. It's all the same thing every day. And do you know what it is? I'm starting to backtrack in regards to that. Do the same thing every day. Do you know what I don't think that works, doing the same thing every day. I think you've literally got to get on the charts and it's fresh. You start again, clean slate, empty chart. Every day is different. You read the charts properly and you go, what's it telling you? Okay, well, price is probably looking to come up to here, to then think, okay, what am I willing to put on that trade in order to see if I'm right? And that's it. And that is you now trading with the markets. You're adapting to the markets. But people don't like that. Do you know why they don't like it? More work. More work for them, because they've got to come on, do a full top-down analysis, really investigate what they think price is going to do, where they'd rather get on 15-minute time frame, I'll wait for my breakout out of Asia, and then I'm in for a 2-to-1. Because that's easy. And it might play out. I'm not saying they don't play out, but for me, this is the only way what's worked. And I'm starting to really believe that the charts are so complex, it's so hard to trade. You need to come on with a fresh head every day and really investigate the charts every morning. That's why top-down analysis is so important. There's times where I've jumped on the charts and the 1 hour's opened up straight away, and I've had some old markups on there, and I'm like, oh fucking hell, the one's just broke to the downside. It looks perfect, this. And I've just got in because the next hour's opening. And then I've done a top-down analysis, and then you look and you go, oh, actually, it doesn't look quite well now because the 2s looks like it could flip to the upside. So I'm potentially going to get a fake out on the 1 now. And then that's what happens. You're like, shit, why did I preempt getting in? Because it looked really nice as soon as I opened the chart. And people do that as well, because I've done it in the past. So others must do it. I've had a little rant there. Is it a rant or the sauce? I'm dropping the sauce.
Sauce.
What type of sauce?
Yeah, I mean, if I leave this to play out and I don't touch it and it does play out, it will put me $200 away from passing that first one.
Will you give me a snog if you do it? If it works?
I think I will have to, mate. Yeah. I'll give you more than a fucking snog, mate. I'll tell you that. I
nearly met up with John, you know, Dan, the other day.
For a snog?
Yeah. I went down to my sister's, lives down in Exeter. Oh, Cranberry Wells, is it? Crabtree Wells or something.
Crabtree.
Something like that.
And what's funny is they're literally like 2 minutes away. There's a little cul-de-sac called Crabtree from me.
Oh, is it? Well, she lives in the Crabtree Close.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
Cranbrook. Cranbrook, is that near Exeter? Just outside of Exeter?
Yeah, it sounds familiar.
Something like that, anyway. But I was there for 2 nights, and the second night I was going to go and meet John, but Taylor was ill the first day, so we had to go back home. So, it didn't happen. Our date night didn't happen, did it, John?
Yeah, it's a shame. I bought, mate, I had dinner planned, I had roses, a spot of wine, it was all ready.
We were definitely getting naked. Definitely.
Yeah. But you bottled it.
I know, man. I went into Exeter. For a bit during the day on the first day. Some characters in that town. It's crazy, you know. Like,
mate, you think there's fucking characters in Exeter? You should come down to Plymouth.
Really? Do you know what I love though?
Mate,
do you know what I love?
I don't go into town in Plymouth anymore. I try and avoid it wherever I can.
Do you know what I love though, right? What I noticed down south, and it's the same with the army. So everywhere I've been based, it's the same like round the country though, right? Apart from Hartlepool. So the difference to Hartlepool and all these other towns and cities is, all these other towns and cities, everyone's dead individual. So everyone will have their own style and dress. Don't you just people watching? They'll all have different styles and dress, and you know, they all like. Not everyone's the same. Everyone's different. In Hartlepool, you look at a teenager lad, they all look the same. Short back and sides, no the haircuts. You will not see someone with dreads in Hartlepool. Right? Short back and sides, Monterex head to toe, Nike Air Max trainers on. That is every teenager in Hartlepool. And if you didn't leave the town, you would think every other town's like that. But it's until you live in other towns and cities, you realise that Hartlepool is such a unique place in regards to people's dress sense. That, do you know one thing I can't do when I'm going on again? I cannot, when a full adult is wearing head-to-toe Monterex, for some reason, I can't respect that person. I can't listen to him taken serious. For some reason, I just can't do it. It's just weird. Head-to-toe Monterex. Fucking what's a welcome to, man. But yeah, that's what I've noticed down in Exeter. It's like everyone's got their own little style and that, which is good. Nobody gets tortured for it, because there is some characters. So you think Plymouth worse?
I don't know. Well, I don't know about worse, but it's certainly just as bad, I think. Like, it's, mate, honestly, when I have gone into town with friends on the rare occasion, I'm talking maybe a couple of times a year, I literally sit there and I watch and I sit there and think, do you know what, I should bring a bottle of vodka and see if I can get from the top of town to the bottom of town. And every time you see a crackhead, you take a shot. And I just don't think you'd get to the bottom. I just don't think it's possible.
Really? Manchester,
I think you'd be on the floor by halfway at least.
Have you been to Manchester?
Yes, and that place terrifies me.
Oh, what's the square?
It looks post-apocalyptic. It is bad.
Like horrid.
Looks like 28 Days Later. That's what it looks like.
I mean, we like Manchester. We always go to Manchester on Christmas. Obviously, if the Relentless do, but me and Emma like to go for like the skiing and that. So we like Manchester, but there's some areas, man, you're just like, what the fuck? Even when you're walking through the centre, I can't remember what's good. I think it's Piccadilly, isn't it? The square bit, Piccadilly Gardens or something. In Manchester. That's where they all hang out, all the smackheads and that. Oh yeah. Funny like. Well, you're not working today, John?
Not exactly, no, because we're waiting on materials to turn up to 2 jobs, and I haven't got anything else booked today.
No.
So, not really.
I'm going to see if that's still until 11.
That's the boss.
Yeah. Because what it is, what we're expecting from this 30, we're expecting a doji. Look what's happening. 7 minutes left, doji. And then the next one, we're expecting the next one then to come up. Next one to come up. And we might get activated on this one. You potentially could take the buys up, to be honest with you, and have the stops just below this 30, because if we look left and if we're right, the next 30 shouldn't be breaking. The next 30 should literally open up and drive up. We shouldn't be breaking this low. So, but here's the thing. We're only targeting this. Or that's where you would have to take partial, move to break even. And if we were wrong, yes, you might carry on. So it might be worth getting a little $100 trade on. $100, there's a 1-to-1 in there. But if it does go further, do you know what? I'm going to do that. I'm not going to put on the trade ideas. This is what I'm going to do, guys. If this 30 closes like this, I'm going to market execute. I'm going to have my stop the low. I'm risking $100. $100 on a 50k account is absolutely nothing, right? We're going to market execute. Just in case we're wrong. We're going to take partial move to break even at the 3381. In case we reject and come down. And at least we're risk free. And if we do come down, we stopped at break even, but we've been activated on this to come down. If we're wrong and we carry on up to the upside, and let's say the weekly, I don't think it is going to though, but if the weekly is going to drive up to fill the range, then we could be coming all the way up to 3431, which would be that, which is a 19 to 1 if we get that, but I'm not sure. So that's what I'm going to do. So if this 30 closes, oh, look at the 30 now. If this 30 closes, Doji, still respecting this level, I'm going to market execute to come up. That's what I'm doing. Roger so far? Roger.
It just makes sense, doesn't it? Because
well, it'll be two candles
you've
respecting this
got
level.
strong support there, haven't you?
What would this be in regards to? This would be 25 pips, so I got I stop. This is like a swoop entry. I stop. 3373 7. $25 pip stop. 250, so we need to go 5. If the 30 close like this though, then this ID is not there. That means the 1 be closing. It's easy me this like. It's all on this. We've got no top wick on the 5. Look at that, no bottom wick on the 5 either. What are you doing? 15 close bears back into the range. And we broke a high. This looks like it's coming down. 30. 1 hour. If the 1 hour closes bearish like this, we could then get a top wick and then sell stops underneath the 1. The 1 looks nice, but I would prefer a 1 closing below this level. Closing below there. If we can get the 1 close below that, you'd be back in this range to the downside. This was a fake out, so that's not a range. You'd be back in at least this range here. Got a minor range here. That's what I would need to see. I really wanted this 30 to close doji. That would have been lovely. That would have been lovely. Come on, can the 5 flip? I need this 5 to flip basically. Look at the 5. I need this 5 to flip. Come on, 2 minutes left. Can we flip up? I don't know if we're going to do it. I do. could be the move down this. Look at the 4, I was expecting a steeper top wick on the 4. This one is threw us off. Wingbacks are still valid, but with the way this one's closing. Oh, here we go. Here we go. What's this on the 4?
I don't regret closing out. I don't regret closing out. I don't regret it. I don't regret closing out.
Yeah, well, if this one closes like this, that could be the push down. Ah, I did want the wing back. Come on. Do we need to tap that? Is this just messing with us? Is this just messing
Is
with
there
us?
any outcome where you're cancelling the wing back? Like, if it comes so far down, is it going to avoid it?
Yeah. I mean, if we come and tap, well, just even if you tap these levels are 3364. So you can break below the
3-3
one.
what, sorry?
Around 3365, say. If you tap them levels, it's gone. But you could get this where you pull back. Even if the 1 hour closes below, it doesn't mean it's going to drive down. It could drive down, but doesn't mean it's going to. You've still got this level of support. This is why I'm saying you needed. Really, you need the hour to close below that.
I mean, to be honest with you, like,
You need the hour to close below that for sells.
Like, it hasn't realistically grabbed a lot of liquidity, has it? Really?
No. If the hour closes below this 3371, you delete this wing back. There's no I can do here, unless I get a 1 hour close below that. I would take an hour close. Sells below off the 1 hour though. And below. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Price can show us that we can break back below you and still come up. I mean, look at that for the morning though. That's minging. This is what gold's been. It's been really difficult at the minute on gold, but it's really good for learning. Because it's been difficult. I'm just not convinced yet. I think we need to break the highs again, but be wrong. I don't think there's any point, guys. I think my wingbacks are still on. If the one, I can't see the one closing below this. If it does, I would then need a steep top wick, but then sell stops underneath to come down. But I have got wingback buys from here. I am interested in wingback buys from 3360 with a second entry. Where would my tape bar should be? Tape partial would be here. So it's a weird morning. This is what I'm looking at. Back up. At this point though, you could potentially start targeting the weekly range. That's what I would probably do. Second entry, if you need the second entry, 3355. I'm gonna get that one actually now.
What is a buy limit?
Buy limit, yeah. I'm gonna get them all on. This would be a second entry. Again, you're targeting them highs. This wing back's still on for me until if the 1 hour close below here, you can look at trades coming down anywhere. But I'm still expecting rejection from these levels. So yeah, weird day, but gonna do it. Gonna do it, oh yeah. Gonna fucking do it, oh yeah. So stops would be 3348, 3348, 64, 3348.64. Yeah, and then second entry would be 2355. 335550 and stop 3348. 8. There's that one. 3430. 3430. Guys, wow. You might get a close below this hour. But I don't like it. I think we need to break the highs again. I do. If you look at these ones here, so the one didn't really drive, it just tested. Broke below, didn't drive, he then had a bullish close and he messed about and then he eventually came through. So I don't know whether I'd even take the one below. I'm not going to take it. Delete this. This is what I've got going on. If it drives down, I'll get the wing back by. The only way I'm driving down with it is if we come back up to tap this level. That's it. I'm going to... God. 3381, 3381, 5. Stop loss is type 3384. Target is 3360, 3360, 157. Yeah, that's what I've got, guys. That's what I've got. I don't even know if I'm going to stay on. I don't think I'm going to stay on. I'm not going to take this 1 hour even if it closes, but the only thing I've got on is if price comes up, taps. If price comes down to, let me look left. Because we know price can come and tap this and then pull back and still activate. I would probably say if these wingbacks get activated before you delete. So if price comes down, taps this level, delete it. Okay, that's what I would probably do. If you get a 4-hour close above here, then delete these two. And you can take the buys up from the 4-hour close above. But I'd need a 4-hour close above. Okay, but other than that, guys, that's all I've got going on. I've got sell limit set 3381, and I've got 2 buy limits, which are longer time frame trades. So it's basically going off the weekly coming down, tapping, and then pushing up to the weekly zone at 3430. Even though the monthly can still flip to the downside. So we've got a lot of contradiction really. But I would take partial and move to break even. If we're wrong, should still be able to get us out and go risk free. Okay. Right. Other than that, I'm gonna love yous and leave yous. I'm gonna love yous and leave yous. I will be back on tomorrow if you're on, Dan. Are you still off sick? Yeah.
It's a week illness.
I'm still ill.
I don't know.
Well, if you're not,
I'll be on things.
Yeah, no worries, mate. Right, I will catch you later, guys. Toodaloo. All the best.
Have a good day, guys.
See you later.
Yeah, see you later, fellas.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.